How disappointed are you in what the Cowboys haven't done so far?
I'm not disappointed at all. Dude, most deals are going to get done when the slipper falls off Cinderella or the carriage turns back into a pumpkin, usually real late. Now,
what do you expect for them to do, Skip, right now? Jerry Jones spoke about, I'm all in, but he didn't give specifics as to what all in means, did he?
And I just got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, back with another video on them boys, the Dallas Cowboys. So if you're DC for life and want to join the growing number of Angry Cowboys fans out there, then hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video. It is truly appreciated. I also want to give a huge shout out to Law Nation, Rome from Cowboys Fan Talk, Boss Cowboy, and Jay Tuck for the shout outs and warm welcomes into the content creation circle. My promise to y'all in Cowboys Nation is to continue my classy Cowboys content. I dropped a video on Skip Bayless and Undisputed super early this morning. If you haven't seen it, I'll put the link to it in the description. Keyshawn was trying to talk Skip off the ledge once again. But let's fast forward about 9 hours and Undisputed drops another segment making me question things once again. Making me feel like that I had been duped by the Joneses yet again. Are we delusional for thinking our owner was serious when he said he was going all in this year? Are we gullible for believing something might change? So in this video, I got 3 clips for you. The first one is a little bit long, so that's why I want to get into it real quick so we can get back and discuss my Raw and Uncut. But Angry Cowboys fans, I want you to go ahead and take a listen to this first clip.
March 11th is the official time to start tampering. The 13th opens the door. That's 2 weeks from now. Right now, your focus is, let's figure out our own cap with our own guys, and then we start when these other guys are free agents, because they're not free agents right now. You can't talk to the players. You can't necessarily, you can have a conversation about what do you guys think you'll be looking for. But again, what is it that the Dallas Cowboys need? Jerry Jones spoke about, I'm all in, but he didn't give specifics as to what all in means, did he, Skip? Did he? No, he did not.
No, but I'm sure a lot in Cowboy Nation leaped to the conclusion that we are going to plunge.
But plunge means I got to sign 3 guys that's going to cost me about $700 million of guaranteed money. Yeah. I'm all in on that. Yeah. Now, I got a couple little holes that I may need to fill. Yeah. That's all. Michael Irvin just said there's a run on running backs. That's a hole that you may need to fill. But you probably need to fill via the draft or free agency. You may need to look at an offensive lineman or 2 in the draft or free agency, but that doesn't take up, oh, I'm going to go get the top offensive lineman available and I'm going to pay crazy when I got 3 other dudes that I got to address and pay about $700 million of money to. So it's nothing, I wouldn't get all buzzed out about somebody's report about people not walking on a bus or walking in the lobby of a hotel with the Joneses and seeing them talk to people. There's nothing there.
Keyshawn Johnson had a point. According to Michael Gelkin from the Dallas News, quote, Cowboys are meeting with fewer agents at the combine compared with years past. No sit-downs, for example, was planned this week with Dak Prescott's rep. The cited rationale being the 2 sides have enough experience working with each other to render a check-in unnecessary, 2 people close to the situation said. But the team does have several meetings today, including with the rep for Tyron Smith and Tyler Biadasz, unquote. One thing I've said as a Cowboys fan is for the Joneses to do their business behind closed doors. Stop being that owner that has to do everything on Front Street and put it in the media. Stop showing everyone your cards. Have some privacy with your business dealings. Then when they do that and switch it up from years previous, we start to get posts like this one. They're not meeting like they have before. How are we going to win a Super Bowl if you don't do what you've done before? How dare you switch it up on us? Wasn't business as usual the wrong business model? Also, the Cowboys front office can't officially talk to these players or their representatives until the tampering phase is over March 11th and free agency begins March 13th. I would have my ducks in a row if I were the Cowboys, and that doesn't mean that I have to tell everyone my business or tell anyone about it. So let's go ahead and get into the second clip that I got for y'all.
Jerry said after that, to win back Cowboy Nation, to get everybody to buy ice from the Eskimos once again, he said, hey, we're all in this offseason. And everybody says, oh, maybe that means, Michael saying Derrick Henry, or maybe it's Saquon, or maybe it's...
That's your own delusional state of mind, though, Skip.
Yep. Okay.
That man didn't say that. That man just said, I'm all in. He didn't say, I'm all in. I'm going to get Justin Jefferson, and I'm trading for T. He didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
And he's all in every year. And But now, and Key, you're right. But Skip, you're right. You're right also in this sense. Remember where that thing was when Jerry said he's all in. We were talking about, I don't know how you go into next season with any hope if you keep this coach.
That's correct.
He kept that coach.
He did.
So now he had to sprinkle some sauce on that coach because that meat was stale. We didn't want to eat it anymore. We were like, no. So he sprinkled, I'm all in. I'm all in. So we think, oh God, here comes hope again.
That's
because we're going to go again.
Man, unfortunately, this shows us the typical Cowboys fans' mentality. Hearing promises from Jerry Jones like we're going all in, we start to speculate what all in could mean when it comes to Jerry. Start coming up with our own expectations of what all in looks like, and then when we get body slammed when those all in requirements are not met, we get mad. Keyshawn said it bluntly. That's our fault. Now we're going to get into the third clip that I got for you. It's a pretty quick clip, but one that says something that's super important. So let's take a listen to that, and then we're going to come back and unpack my raw and uncut. All right, Angry Cowboys fans, here we go.
If he plugs the holes that y'all may have because of the depth in certain positions in the free agent marketplace, you don't have to reach for the top if the fourth guy is just as good as the first guy in people's eyes and not spend the type of money. What's the rush? The rush is for you as a fan.
This is what I've been trying to say the entire time. We don't have to go for the number one pick in a position during free agency, but we can't go for the number 33rd or not make a move altogether. In key positions, we may need that dog that may cost a little bit more than market value. Instead of putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone, you get the players that are great at what they do and that fits Mike Zimmer's scheme. If he can get some great quality players in the positions that we're lacking from last year, I believe we have a much better shot at getting to where we want to be. Y'all ready for my raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Here we go. This entire segment of Undisputed has everything to do with Cowboys Nation and its level of expectation when it comes to what the organization should do. Get rid of Mike McCarthy. Then we go on ESPN and see them wanting to get rid of Mike McCarthy. It solidifies it in our minds that we want Mike McCarthy gone. When Jerry Jones retains his services for the upcoming year, Cowboys Nation was up in arms. A lot of content creators were fuming. It's not different from when people say the Cowboys need to make it to the NFC Championship this year, or Dak needs to get us to a Super Bowl. When that doesn't happen, people get pissed. We get mad when our expectations are not met. Some fans can say that if we made it to the NFC Championship game and lost, it would have been better. I believe those same people would have been calling for Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott's head like they're doing now. Anything short of a Super Bowl is a bad season. Don't get it twisted. we shouldn't settle for mediocrity either. After watching this segment, I stepped back and I asked myself, is it our fault? Is Keyshawn Johnson right? Jerry wasn't specific in what going all in meant to him. We knew what it meant to us. Then the question comes, are we delusional for thinking that anything is gonna change? May I answer that question with another question? Is Bills Mafia delusional for thinking their team can win a Super Bowl even though history has shown us that they can't? No, that's called faith in your team. Are the Ravens fans delusional for thinking that they have what it takes to compete for a championship but falling short every year? No. I get it. That feeling that the Green Bay Packers game left us with was a feeling I don't wish on my worst enemy. That hollow, that empty feeling. That game drained a lot of Cowboys Nation. It made us skeptical on anything the Dallas Cowboys decide to say. All I have to say about that is welcome. It's about time you got here. In order to not feel like crap each year, you gotta have that show me mentality. Oh, Jerry, you going all in? You can show me better than you can tell me. Oh, we about to go get Derrick Henry? You can show me better than you can tell me. Some people are part of the ACF family ask how could I take the Green Bay loss so easy when it happened? I honestly start the season off telling the Cowboys to show me what they got. I don't tell them that y'all need to make it to X, Y, and Z position in the playoffs. Thinking like that has already set expectations, and when they're not met, we get pissed off. Cowboys Nation, we are not delusional for having faith in our team. This is what it means to be a fan, to want and hope for your team's success. Is it going to happen every single time that the team steps on the field? No. Is it going to go our way all the time, every time? No. That doesn't mean that the team should implode either. That doesn't mean that Cowboys Nation should allow the 3- and 4-letter networks to divide us. This is the worst that I've seen Cowboys Nation since becoming a fan over 30 years ago. We're not the cockroaches and rats that Stephen A. Smith says we are. So let's continue to root for our team. Let's continue to root for the Dallas Cowboys. And let's continue to be DC for life. But don't let your guard down when it comes to the owner and his son. Make them show you that they're all in. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What did you think about what Keyshawn had to say today? Is Cowboys Nation delusional for believing the Cowboys front office? Let's have that conversation in the comment section. If this is your first time here to the channel and you are digging the content, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can stay up to date whenever I go live or whenever I release a video. The roller coaster of the Dallas Cowboys brand is a wild one. This fan base is not for the weak at heart. Let's continue to have faith in our team, but we may have to dumb down our expectations when it comes to Jerry and Stephen Jones. Remember, they can show you better than they can tell you. This is your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out.